The greatest power you possess is your ability to choose. Join Lowe's Moore as he reveals how you can begin to maximize that power by exploring yourself on the deepest levels and committing to making lasting and positive changes. Get ready to achieve breakthroughs that will lead to accelerated growth and transformation, because you are now tuned in to The Blueprint.
Why they actions contradict the lamb. I'm fellowshipping when I'm with the fam. That's more relations, that's forming a form.
Good evening and welcome back to The Blueprint. This is Lowe's Moore, and hey, let me say something to you guys just real quickly. I had an amazing week last week. I always have an amazing week when I'm with family, and especially when I'm, out on my wife and I, we are both out, out and about, whether we are doing our date night or whether we're going away for a trip together with family, or whether we're going on her birthday anniversary, just going out with family and of course spending time with my lovely wife. And many of you know that it's a little over 4 years now. I would say, probably 4 years in March that I had retired. And I always imagine in my mind when it comes to retirement that, and I'm going to be talking to you guys for a little while until my guests arrive. And they get themselves pretty much together, but I'm going to be talking to you for a while, at least for about 30 minutes. I got to go through some stuff anyway, but let me say this. I've been retired for a little over 4 years, and I always imagine in retirement that when I did retire, that I would, you get to kind of do what you want to do, make plans to go on drives, trips, hang out with your wife, hang out with your kids, and just be able to go. But unfortunately for me, I retired in the height of the pandemic. In the height of the pandemic. When it was, we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what was happening. People were losing their lives left and right. We didn't know what we didn't know what COVID-19 was. We didn't even know if there was going to be a remnant, a vaccine. We didn't know anything. And I had retired. And so most of my retirement has been, in the house, or, we had, what now, 3 grandchildren, 1, 2, 3, 4 grandchildren, during the course of the pandemic, from the height of it to, now the going out of the pandemic. And, COVID-19 is still here. Right, is probably what we're in the stages now where COVID-19 is like the flu. You get vaccine every year for the flu. You get vaccine every year for the COVID-19 for the virus, and so I was, you see me outside, during the pandemic, shooting outside, a little basketball outside, shooting at my hoop in the back. I was just making up kind of videos. And taking care of, my grandchildren during the course of the pandemic. And it was, so I never really got a chance to kind of like experience what it is to actually be retired. And, my brother Curtis, who's in Fayetteville, North Carolina, once his daughters graduated from high school, his last daughter graduated from high school, he moved to Fayetteville, North Carolina, purchased a nice home, and he retired. And after 30 or more years in the correctional career, you know. So and then my Curtis is my youngest brother, and then Doug is in the middle of us. And so Doug was in the military, and he retired from active duty in the military after 22, 23 years in the military. And then he began to work for the military. And of course, last week, well, we knew he was going to retire. He said it in December of last year that he was going to retire October of this year, and which he did. He retired in October, and of course he didn't want anything. Like most people say, don't do anything for me. I just want to go away peacefully and quietly. But of course our family do. Families don't listen. You know, we felt like he deserved as much. He has a big, he's a little guy, got a big heart, right? I mean, he's always cooking for people, serving people, giving to people. And we just thought it was appropriate that we would honor him. And so last Saturday, we all snuck, went down to Fayetteville, North Carolina, on last Thursday and Friday. Many people started to come, and we surprised him with a surprise retirement party. And it was awesome. Unfortunately, a lot of people couldn't get off work. A lot of people couldn't make it. A lot of people had used up time and stuff like that. But I was able to go. I had made up in my mind that, I was definitely going to go to his retirement. And, and I wanted to go, and I wanted to spend some time, after the retirement party, which is, I spent 10 days, 10 days. I don't know if many of you know my sister Tracy, but she left Mount Vernon in August. She moved to Fayetteville, North Carolina also. So both my brothers and my sister, they all are in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And so I got a chance to spend the week, seeing them, spending some time with them, but most of all, spending some time with my brother, Doug. I'm not saying old, right? I'm getting older, or I'm becoming seasoned, right? I think we both are becoming seasoned men. And so we're getting up every morning with nowhere to go, nothing to do, and we would just get up and walk. I mean, my brother Doug is challenged by my Aunt Dolores, my Aunt Joyce, my cousin Ray Boy. He's challenged by them. They're on the same network of watches and stuff like that. And they are, they walking. They got this step count, and so they trying to get 200 steps in every month. I mean, he's serious about getting his steps in, man. And he said, this is not my words. This is his words. He said, Aunt Joyce be cheating, man. You see, Aunt Joyce be moving her arms like this and getting steps. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, and she be getting like 12,000, Aunt Dolores be moving her arms and stuff. I said, what? You can't just move your arms and get steps. But that's what he was saying. And then he said he didn't know what Ray Boy was doing, because Ray Boy was getting like 15, 19,000 steps, like he never sitting down. But he was determined that part of his retirement, that he was going to be in this challenge and he was going to walk. And of course I was out there walking with them, because, that's what retired folks do. We walk, but it was nice to walk with him. It was nice to hang out with him, to talk about things. See, my Aunt Joyce is up there. I don't know if we can see that, but my Aunt Joyce said 200,000 steps per month. That's what she said. So now this is for all the folks that are out there, man. We need to be number one, we need to enjoy this life, right? We need to wake up every day and just enjoy life. Even if we got to go to work, enjoy it, right? And do the things that make you happy. And so, part of his regiment is to walk. And then we what do we do next? After we walk, we go eat breakfast. So we was eating breakfast, and I was kind of introducing him. Now, if you're gonna walk and be healthy, now the first day we walked, right? We got a nice breakfast, eggs, bacon, toast, all that kind of stuff, because we had just finished walking, right? And then the next day, right, I said, well, if you're gonna walk, you might as well, eat something healthy if you're gonna walk, right? And so I said, man, let's go to Smoothie King, right? That was the funniest thing. He said, Smoothie King, like, what is Smoothie King? Right? So we drive over to Smoothie King, and I was saying, like, man, you can get all these drinks, you can get the protein in it, you can get the fruit in it, you can get vegetables, you can get any kind of thing you want in your shake. And he was like, what? That was the funniest thing. And then he said, that's all you're gonna eat? You just gonna drink the shake and that's gonna be it? I said, yeah, it's like a meal replacement, right? So we had fun trying different things because look, my brothers do not like to try different stuff. Now they can figure out some stuff, but they got their routines, and occasionally they'll find something that they like. But most of the time, if you introduce them to something new, man, they ain't gonna like it. They just kind of said it was the funniest thing, me introducing them to, what was it? Was it bonefish? I said, man, we're gonna go over to bonefish. What bonefish? What's that? So that was my week, man, just hanging out with my brothers, my sister, just hanging out with my nieces and nephews, and talking and laughing and joking. And my wife and I bought him a rocking chair for retirement. And we put because he's a Dallas Cowboy fan, we put all the Dallas Cowboy stuff around it and everything, and the pillows and all that kind of stuff like that. I end up being the one sitting in the rocking chair, right? Hopefully he'll sit in it. Once I left, hopefully he'll sit in the rocking chair and rock, because that's what retired people do. We rock. So oh man, so it was a great week. We left this morning at 4:00 in the morning, and we got back about 12:30 this afternoon, so that I could be on the podcast tonight. We're waiting for my guests. They're trying to get connected. I'm looking forward to interviewing them, right? Mind you, it's like 200,000 steps a month. Now that's a challenge, right? I'm gonna challenge everybody, man. Get you a watch that keeps your steps, and let's see if we can get those 200,000 steps in, right? Challenge yourself, man, that you're gonna be in. Don't wait. Look, because everybody's gonna wait to next month, Christmas, right? And then at the end of Christmas, we're going to start lying, right? Oh, did I say that? We're going to start lying. Man, you know what? Next year, I'm going to start doing this, and this is my New Year's resolution. I'm going to stop doing that, and I'm going to lose weight, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. No, don't wait till next year. Make up in your mind right now. Challenge yourself right now that, look, I'm going to be better spiritually, right? I'm going to be better mentally. I'm going to be better physically. I'm going to be a better family member, right? And if going into the new year, right, if I got some aught against my family member, man, I'm going to straighten that out. There go Doug talking about we was driving and he still got 2,242 steps, right? But promise me that before you get to the new year, you're going to make some plans to be better. Better spiritually, mentally, physically, better financially, right? a better family member, a better husband, a better wife, brother, sister, right, man? If you're not talking to your brothers and sisters, this is a good time. This is the season of giving, right? Thanksgiving, Christmas, this is the season to change your life, change your mindset, right? And so I mean, thank you for listening to me rant on, ramble and rant for these few minutes, as I wait for my guest, man. And I want to say thank you for each and every week. Man, let me say this, man. Last week, Ray Nagone from the Yankees, man, what an amazing interview, man. Ray was just so special, man. As all my guests are. All my guests are just special, man. It's just been some very powerful interviews over the. Phew. I mean, I always have, I think, amazing interviews, but they just keep getting better. And if you haven't had a chance to see them or listen to them, man, go to Lowe's More the Blueprint on Facebook or Lowe's More the Blueprint on YouTube and check them out. They're still on there, right? You could still see them. And if you don't mind liking them on Facebook, and if you don't mind liking them on YouTube, and if you don't mind subscribing to Lowe's More the Blueprint on YouTube, please do. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for each and every week. You get on and you support me, and I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate that. So let me jump into some things. As I wait for my guest to get on. Mr. Reginald Howard is my guest. He's a former Negro League player. He started out as a bat boy, and then eventually he became a Negro League player because that was his dream. And then now he's a historian. He knows everything about the Negro League and about baseball, right? You see my hat? I got my hat on. Thanks to my son Isaiah, who was in Alabama and brought me back my Negro League hat. I got a Negro League jacket as well. I love that jacket, man. Just amazing. I'll say this, and you've heard me say this on the show before, that if you don't know where you've been, so we neglect our past, right? If you don't know your past, you have no idea where you are presently, and you have no idea where you're going in the future. That's why these next few shows are going to be very important, because we're documenting here, right? We're documenting legacy, something that somewhere somebody can go back to. And because, a lot of the Negro League players, like the Tuskegee Airmen, a lot of them don't exist anymore. And if you ask some young person, have you ever heard of the Tuskegee Airmen? And most people will say, what? The Tuskegee Airmen? I don't know them. And then you ever know, do you know what the Negro League baseball league is? And do you know Satchel Paige, right? Do you Cool Papa Bell? Do you know Jackie Robinson? I mean, and we just don't know our history, right? And that's what I admire most about my father-in-law, right? Because he always kept us aware of our history and how important it is. And that's everybody's history. I mean, we get history in school. Most of the time we don't pay any attention to it, but it's important. And your own history, your own culture and history is important as well. So, but I'm looking forward to having this conversation with Mr. Reginald Howard. And he's got a book out. He's got a new book. And the person who's helping him write that book is, Ilonga, right? Ilonga Adele. And Ilonga Adele is going to be my guest. He's going to be on tonight with Mr. Howard, right? And he's going to be on next week with me because he's a writer, right? He's a producer. He's a director. And many of you may not know him, right? You may not know him, but he was a writer for Sanford and Son. He had a couple of things, the King River, Moesha, Avenging Angel. He's just back in the day. You say, man, who wrote that funny stuff? I mean, who wrote all that good stuff in all those shows? And so Ilonga Adele was a writer, and he helped to write Reginald Howard's book. Let me see that book again. Yeah, let's see that book one more time. Right. The book is Baseball's Silent Genocide. You know, how did they cut black youth out of baseball? Right. And it's going to be an interesting conversation. He has so much knowledge and so much love for the game of baseball. And, I'm love to talk about history and how it impacts today. So I'm looking forward to that. And then the word of the week is history, right? I just finished explaining how important history, his history, our history is. I just finished explaining that. And that's a very powerful word. Know your history, right? That's my word of the week. And then my affirmation of the week. Yeah, I think I got an affirmation of the week. And I just mentioned Jackie Robinson, right? It says, life is not a spectator sport. If you're going to spend your whole life in the grandstands just watching what's going on, in my opinion, you waste your life. Right. And many of us are just in the grandstand, just watching things happen. And you know, the interesting thing today, right? You all gonna agree with me when I say it, right? Because soon as something happens, right? Soon as something happens, what do? Right? What's the first thing we do when we see something? We see an issue, we see something breaks out, fight breaks out, man, somebody started arguing. What's the first thing we do? The first thing we do is we pull out our cell phone, right? And we start videotaping, right? To me, you in the grandstand, right? You didn't stop the fight. You didn't prevent the fight, right? I mean, you didn't prevent the thing from happening. Man, in America, we have watched people get beat up and videotape it, right? We have watched people, man, abuse senior citizens and just watch or videotape it, right? We in the grandstand. We ain't trying to make a difference, right? We're not trying to make a difference. And that's why history is important, because those guys who played in the Negro League, those guys like Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain and all those guys, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who played back, Muhammad Ali, who played back then, right? When things were happening in regards to race, right? Regarding culture, they were in the fight, right? Jim Brown, they were in the fight. They wasn't standing there watching, just making money and just watching. They did something about it, right? And, that's why history is important. And Jackie Robinson said, don't sit in the grandstands, right? You just wasting your life. Get out and try to do something to change this life, change this world, right? And here's the music and movie of the week, right? I don't know if you know this, back in the day, of course, I'm telling my age now, I'm retired, so it's okay. But Charlie Pride, I mean, he was a country singer, one of the first black country singers, right? Back in the day, he had a song out called Kiss an Angel Good Morning, right? But many of you didn't know that before Charlie Pride signed his first contract with RCA, you don't even know, many of you don't even know what RCA is, but that was a record company back in the day. Charlie Pride, before he signed with them, right? Charlie Pride played Negro League baseball, right? I don't know, many of you didn't even know that, but Charlie Pride, the singer, the legendary singer, right? Songwriter, played in the Negro League. And then if you get a chance, pull this up, I'm sure you can get it on Netflix, or you can get it on Showtime, or whichever one is on. Check this movie out, because it talks about the old Negro League. If we can see that again, the movie. I think we got it up there. I think it was the soul of the game, right? And all these great actors played Satchel Paige and played Cool Papa Bell, and they played this. They played these games. You know, they show the history of Negro League baseball. And then finally, let me get to some more. I got some more stuff I got to get to before they come on. I'm waiting for them. This is my person of the week, Satchel Paige. Now, man, this is a history lesson for all of us. Man, Satchel Paige was in his 40s when he made it with doing integration, where blacks began to start playing with white ball players, right? Satchel Paige made it in Major League Baseball, right? He was in his 40s and won Rookie of the Year and MVP, right? In his 40s. That's how great of an athlete, how great of a pitcher Satchel Paige was. I mean, look it up. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. He's my person of the week, Satchel Paige. Right? And then we got some more stuff here. So let's keep it rolling. Right? I think we got a bunch of birthdays. We got some birthdays. Man, my nephew Shaheem, right? Kalila, Von Shalik passed away a few years ago, man. Heavenly birthday to her, right? Just an amazing woman. She had 2 beautiful children, right? And she left us too soon, right? Too soon, man. I can only imagine, man. She was just an amazing hairdresser, right? And then we got Lil Nelson. Lil Nelson's growing up, right? And then I was just in North Carolina with Raleigh. He warmed up to me. It take him a little while because he ain't seen me in a minute. And so when I be trying to give him a pound of Raleigh man, right? And eventually by midweek, man, he's rolling up, he give me high five, giving me, fist bumps and all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, happy birthday, Raleigh. His birthday is today, along with Debbie. That's Ray Boy's wife, right? Debbie, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Shaheem. Happy birthday, Kalila. Happy birthday, Von Shalik. Happy birthday, Nelson. Happy birthday, Raleigh. And happy birthday, Debbie. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah. Now, hopefully in a little while here, they're gonna end up jumping on. But let me show you this. Real quick. I want to show you. I think it is Major League Baseball Cool Papa Bell. Let me, give you a little feeling of the Negro League.
Here's your starting lineup. Leading off and playing center field. Cool Papa Bell.
Bob, part of what makes the Negro League so great are the stories.
The stories. Yeah.
Cool Papa Bell so fast he could be in bed before the lights went out.
And that is a true story. But
that's what I was gonna say. There's some truth into that.
It's actually a true story. Cool and Satchel were teammates on the great 1935 Pittsburgh Crawfords. And when they traveled, they were roommates. So in this instance, old Cool gets to the hotel room before Satchel does. And he walks in the room, he flips the light switch on, there's a delay before the light comes on. He flips the light switch off. There's a delay before the light goes off. Oh, Cool says, uh-huh. When Satchel gets to the room, Satchel gets in bed, Cool gets up. Roomie, I'm so fast, I can flip this light switch off, run over, hop in bed, cover up before the room gets dark. And Satchel's like, Cool, you fast, but you ain't that fast. And so Cool Papa Bell bet his meal money. And old Satchel took the bait. And in one of the greatest sports pranks of all time, because that light had a shortage in it, old Cool was able to flip it off, run over, hop in bed, cover up before the room went completely dark. Satchel was so outdone that he always told folks that Cool was that fast.
You were supposedly one of the fastest runners ever.
I broke every record. Anybody running, Jesse Owens, all of that. I broke every record.
Did you ever race him, like before a game in front of crowds and stuff?
We had a doubleheader in Cleveland, Ohio, and he was in the stand. He see me running the bases around there, and he say, I left my track shoes home, so I can't. I didn't have any track shoes.
Cool Papa Bell stole 2 bases on a pitch out. Cool Papa Bell, honest to God's truth, scored from first base on a bunt in games against Major League All-Stars. They were playing in Mexico. And Cool goes from first to third so fast on a single that the Mexican team stopped the game in protest because they swore he had cut across the diamond, that no man could get around the bases that fast. You have these things that are legend, that they kind of help draw this comparison to what the speed was like, but the speed was very much real.
Cool Papa Bell. Yeah. I bet y'all that many of you haven't even heard. Anybody out there ever heard of Cool Papa Bell? Also, if you know, if anybody ever told you about a Negro League player, what player did he tell you about? And what team did they play for? Right? Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. If you know any Negro or heard any Negro players, put them in the chat there, man, and let us know you know something about the Negro League back in the day and the players back in the day, and there is also, I think I have the address, but I'm trying to find out where the Negro League Museum is. And I like to visit there. I'm gonna make it one of my, one of the things on. I ain't gonna say, because when you say a bucket list, these are all things that you're gonna do before you go. I ain't trying to go no time soon, so it's just it's on my list, right? Because I'm trying to live as long as I can live. No bucket list. Just doing it. Just doing things. So yeah, I'm still waiting for my guests to get on, right? And who is your favorite? If anybody, this is for anybody out there. Who is your favorite baseball player, right? And who is your favorite baseball team, right? Let me know that. Put that in the chat too as well, right? And also, let me see. Yeah, it's going to be a great show. I think we got confused a little bit on the time between Pacific time, Eastern time, and so we're just trying to get it together. But we're gonna talk. Hey, I'm gonna keep talking. I know how to, just be talking and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, this right now, I was just over. I got a chance. I came back in town, and I got a chance, right, to go over. I've been announcing for, I guess, weeks now, or over a month now. I've been announcing the Wiz at the Dole Center in Mount Vernon, New York. It's actually going on as I'm speaking. My wife is actually doing some of the behind the scenes things at the Wiz. I got a chance to go over and see the beginning of the show. And man, I mean, whoever was playing Dorothy was amazing. I mean, they all were amazing, but Dorothy was good. The Scarecrow was good. I had to step out to get back here for the show, and I missed my godson who's playing the Cowardly Lion. And my son Isaiah is over there. He said he's going to tape some of it for me so I can see my man Travis doing the Cowardly Lion in the Wiz. But it's going on now. They had a great show last night. They had a great show. They're having a great show right now, right? If you're in Mount Vernon, stop the presses. Stop what you're doing. Run over there and check it out. Oh, I've seen down here Josh Gibson. Oh yeah, man. Josh Gibson was amazing player, man, in the Negro League. And also he mentioned This is Kevin Bunch. He mentioned Ken Griffey Jr., right? Bob Gibson. Oh, Bob Gibson. Well, Bob Gibson, Josh Gibson, Bob Gibson, and Ken Griffey Jr.'s father was an amazing player too, as well. I mean, it kind of reminds you of Steph Curry, his father, Del Curry, great shooter for the Charlotte Hornets back in the day. And then now you got Steph, who's the greatest shooter of all time, most people say. And, you know, that father and son and baseball. I know one of my favorites, of course, is Willie Mays. One of my all-time favorites is Willie Mays. What a great baseball player. Everybody wanted to be like, say, hey, Willie Mays. Everybody wanted to be like him, man. And, of course, Jackie Robinson, man. I got so excited. I got to tell this real quick. I got to tell this story real quick. My son, my oldest son, went to school in California, Occidental College in California. And my wife and I went out to see him. And we were in Pasadena. We was in Pasadena, California. We had gotten into a hotel, and actually, it was late at night. It was so crazy. It was late at night, and I was like looking down as we was driving up to the hotel. I was looking straight down the street, and I was like, man, it looks like something weird down the end of the street, and this is so crazy. This is a crazy story. So, you know, we get up in the morning, right? We get up in the morning, we have a good time and so forth and so on. And that night, you know, we get something to eat. And of course, we went to the movie. We went to the movies, my wife and I. And in the movie, we went to see 42. Of course, the Jackie Robinson story. We saw the Jackie Robinson story, and man, of course, it was amazing. It was amazing, and just awesome, man. And of course, I remember Ralph Brinker, you know, who's from Mount Vernon, who was a teammate of Jackie Robinson, right? And that scene, you know, and he said, "Hey, Jackie, why don't you come shower with us?" You know, you remember that scene in there. Well, Ralph Brinker was from Mount Vernon, and of course, you know, one of my good friends, John Brinker, right? Ralph's brother. They were Boys and Girls Club members of Mount Vernon. The shot that was heard around the world when Ralph Brinker threw that pitch, and the other guy hit the home run, and the Brooklyn Dodgers lost the championship on that pitch, right? And so, great movie. Got back. Went to sleep. We woke up. We were walking all around Pasadena. If you never got a chance to go to California, particularly, there's a lot of beautiful places in California, but Pasadena is truly amazing, right? And so we decided we was going to walk down. We're just going to take a walk, and we just kept walking and walking and walking. And we got down to this place where I had seen it a couple of nights before. And when we turned the corner, there were two giant heads. I mean, 7, 8, 9, 10 feet tall, just the head, right? And we walk over, and it's Jackie Robinson and his brother. It was Jackie Robinson and his brother, Mac Robinson, right? Who was in his own right was a great track runner. And Jackie ran track, played basketball, played football, and played baseball as well. And Jackie went to UCLA, and of course, Mac stayed in Pasadena and went to school there. And so their head was facing California. And because Jackie played in Brooklyn, his head was facing towards the east, right? And inside of each of their heads was written all the things that they had accomplished in their life. I mean, the Mac Robinson Foundation, Jackie Robinson, all wonderful things that he did. You know, so yeah, this history is powerful. I think we had it says Kevin Bunch said that Bob Gibson was the first black pitcher for the Cardinals. He had 7 complete games in the World Series. Victories. 7. Bob Gibson. Man, awesome. You know, let me see where I'm going to text here. Do a little text here. Don't pay me no mind. Yeah, so let's continue. Anybody else out there that know any Negro League players? And you know that was interesting because my grandfather was a great, well, he loved baseball. You know, but that was one of the things we watched baseball together because the baseball games were in black and white at that time. But man, he was an avid fan of baseball. And the crazy thing is that I can't remember us ever talking about the Negro League at the time, you know. But we just used to watch baseball. I can't even remember what teams we watched, right? And I think you know, my grandfather was a great supporter of me playing baseball. And I wasn't a great baseball player, but I was a decent baseball player, you know, playing back then. But man, let's see. Yeah, technology, timing. We're gonna get this done though. We're gonna make sure because Reginald Howard, former bat boy and Negro League baseball player, is 90 years old. Clear of thought. I mean, just clear of thought. Let me, you know, before they get on, just let me play this video where he's doing a panel discussion, right? He's doing a panel discussion, and he's talking about baseball, and he's talking about the importance of baseball today. Let's check this video out. You got to listen real closely because he talks real soft.
If you take those 400 people and you divide them into one Jackie Robinson, who are you going to get? A multiplicity of zeros and a 0.25. That was an aggression. The militancy aspect of the Black League, which you never heard from the law, said this is a lot of crap. This is no integration. Now, most of the people in this room have never heard of Dr. J.B. Martin. You see show of hand, who heard of Dr. J.B. Martin? President of the Negro American League. Or Jackie J.B. Martin had a proposal where he was going to say the 6 teams in the American League and the 6 teams in the National League and consolidate them and take from those 16, those 12 teams, 8 teams, placing 4 on an expansion basis in the American League and 4 on an expansion basis in the National League. Now, let's look at these figures. You're going to have 200 players coming in. Instead of having 400 divided into 200, you've got 600. You've got the totality of 600. You divide 600 into 200, what do you get? It's 33%. This is the integration that the militancy of Black baseball is interested in. They want to do something holistically, not just a little small piece. Now, I could go on, and I don't want to go on in perpetuity. But this is one of my biggest peeves. You look at professional athletics today. Look at the National Football League. 70% black players. The National Basketball Association, 80% black baseball players. Look at baseball, what you got, 80%. You think that just happened? That was a sophisticated plan. And it worked to perfection. We sit up here and argue about what happened 500 years ago. Who gives a hater attention? You know what Reginald Howard did in Danville, Illinois, or South Bend, Indiana, or Flint, Michigan in 1960. Who cares about that? Let's look down the road. Let's not be blindsided by what's going on. We've got to figure out a system or method in getting more black kids into baseball.
And
okay, here it is.
all right, we trying to get these gentlemen on here. Right.
Just a few steps, brother. Drag and drop Chrome to the applications folder.
Yeah. So right now we're gonna get this interview in today. My wife is gonna share the link to the phone. We was having some little difficulties there, but we're gonna get this one in tonight. We're gonna have a great conversation. Yeah. So hope you guys had a great week and a great weekend, right? How many of you are looking forward to Thanksgiving? Right? How many of you are looking forward to Thanksgiving? Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving, and I think we're having it over my daughter's house, and then we host Christmas. So I'm excited about that. So we just be patient with me. we're gonna get this in. We're gonna get Mr. Reginald Howard on here, and we're gonna have a conversation with him. Because this history is so important. Yeah. All right. Hey, can anybody out there tell me their favorite book? Well, I need a book for next week. I need next week's book. Can somebody send me a book of the week? Your favorite book. Send it in the chat, or your favorite movie. Tell me who you are, what's your favorite book, and what's your favorite movie. And man, next week when we do the show next week, we're gonna put it up. Right? So send me your favorite book or movie. I need to put some let's see here. They're gonna do it on their phone, which works just as good as a laptop. Be patient with me. We're gonna get it going. All right. So hopefully in a few minutes here we'll get them on and we're gonna get this interview rolling. Right. Let me I ain't see nobody send me their favorite book or movie. Hold on one second. Yes, sir.
Yo,
Yeah.
so I got the link from your wife.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do anything on my phone when I touched it, when I clicked on it.
Yep.
But
Just
I put it on my computer, and it took me to StreamYard.
enter the studio.
You know, it says StreamYard live stream the software. Do I have to install this?
No, you should be able to just go right into the StreamYard. It should say enter the studio. You click on it, say
Not yet. Let me click on StreamYard and see what
make sure you click the link.
I clicked the link. I mean, I put the link in the Google search box.
No, all you gotta do is if it's on your phone, just click it.
1 second.
Yeah, you see a conversation. We trying to work it out.
I'm looking at it now. Okay.
Okay.
And I just clicked it.
Mm-hmm.
On my phone.
Yep. You might have to get off, but
hang up the phone and do it.
Yep. Hang up the phone. And then.
Tried,
okay.
I don't know if it's an active link. Okay, 1 second. I'm hanging up.
See, we working it out. They're in Central Time Zone. Yeah, this is a strange show today. How many agree with me? Yes, sir.
So when I click on my phone, nothing happens. It just stays gray. Can you email it to me?
Which email?
Hello?
Which email?
Ilunga, I-L, all lowercase, all one word. ILUNGA, @yahoo.com.
Okay. All right. Hold on. We working on it, y'all. Woo. You know I want this interview bad. Got it. Yeah, so we still trying to get it done here. All right. So hopefully we're gonna get this done, man. I am determined. We're gonna talk to Mr. Reginald Howard today and Ilanga Adele. We're gonna talk to them, right? And we're gonna get them on. You know, we're gonna see. Even if I gotta get them on my phone. Because this is gonna be a powerful interview. Somebody relentless, the series, right? Favorite movie title, The Never Ending Story. Liked because the change to make something happen is there as long as you live. I like that. I like that. Right. I remember that story, the never ending story. I remember as well. Not my favorite, but I do like it. Right. I like that a lot. Anybody else got any movies or books, favorite books or movies? Let me see here. Let's see. I don't know what I just did. All right. Man, this is a weird show. Wow. We're working on it. We're still working on trying to get the link. Let me see here. I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay.
Hello.
Did you get it on your? Did you get it?
I'm looking for it. Oh, Patrice Moore.
Yes, Patrice Moore.
Oh, okay.
Click on it.
See it now. So let me click on. Let me open it.
All right, y'all hear us? We working it out.
Brother. The few black hairs I had have turned. Okay, so I see browser-based live studio for professional StreamYard.com. It's like a gray box with that written in it. Click on that.
You don't see a link?
No.
No, you gotta scroll down. Do you see a link? It should be just a link.
1 second, let me show you. Let me show you what I got.
We're working it out.
Oh, it's now the box has turned blue, and
It says enter studio.
it says browser-based live studio for professional StreamYard.com underneath that.
Let's see here. This is crazy.
I just text you a photo of my screen.
Okay. Let me see. I don't see it, but
You don't see the picture?
you see I just text you something. You see it says StreamYard guest join.
You just texted to me?
Yeah, I just texted to you. It says here's the link.
Here's your link. Join me as a guest on StreamYard.
Yeah, click it. Yeah, just click that link.
It's slowly booting. You know what, man? By the time it's happening, I'll be cutting my birthday cake.
Get off the phone and get off the phone and
entering studio.
in the studio.
It's loading. Entering the studio. Pro tip: move closer to your router when using Wi-Fi. If I knew where that was, I would. Entering the studio.
All right. Get off the phone and then
Hang up the phone?
yeah.
It's entering studio. Okay. I'm hang up.
Okay.
I'm talking to you via my computer.
Okay. So enter the studio. Just click the
I
link.
clicked on that. It says right now on my telephone. It says entering studio.
Okay.
Entering the studio. To enter the studio, allow mic cam access.
Yes.
Click on that.
Yes.
I did. I would like to access the microphone and camera. Allow.
Yes.
Check your. I see me.
I don't see you yet. You might.
Mic is working.
Did you push the blue screen that say enter studio?
Yeah. I see me.
I don't see you though.
I can't. You know what, man? I see better with my glasses off. That's crazy.
What's on your screen?
On the phone,
Yeah.
just myself. To the left, to the right is my icon that says mic is working. Below it says you enter studio as a guest. The host can add you to the stage at any time. Beneath it, it says display name.
Yeah. Display name.
Should I type something in? Type my name in?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll type my name in. Okay, now below that it says enter studio.
Enter studio.
You're backstage. Only the host can see you. The host may add you to the stage at any time. Be ready.
All right. Hang up your phone.
The host may add you to the stage at any time.
Okay.
Be ready.
All right. You see me?
Oh, I see you.
Okay. So we on. Ilanga, what's up, man? Hello? It took us forever to get on here.
I can't see anything, but
Mr. Howard, how you doing, sir?
Phone.
How you doing?
okay, I'll see.
That's you.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you doing, Mr. Howard?
We have a red cap on. Or
Yep, I got the red
No.
Negro cap on. Negro League cap on. Man. Ilanga, quick question.
That's you over to the right.
Right, let's move to the right.
Yeah.
Pretty good. How are you
Ilanga,
doing?
I'm good. No complaints, man.
Did you hear me?
We've been struggling. Yeah, we've
How you
been.
hear me?
Do you
I can hear you real good. Can you hear me?
Apparently not.
Can you hear me?
Do you hear him? He's spoken.
Yeah, but I'm not hearing him. So I mean, I hear occasionally. I think you guys, the
Yeah,
internet.
I see the cap. I see.
Yeah. Hey, you know what we might have to do?
Orange lettering.
Yes.
On your shirt.
Yeah, it's kind of red, but
is that correct?
Yep.
Let me turn it up.
Yeah.
Sir. Oh, the mic is.
Ilanga, quick question. Hello? Ilanga. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know what we're gonna have to do, man? Can we do it again next week?
Now do you see?
It says having trouble connecting. This is often called by.
Yeah. Is it possible to do it the same time
Trey.
next week? And we work on. Hello, can you hear me on the phone?
Yes.
You think we could do it the same time next week?
Yeah, but let me make sure that's 6 o'clock your time. Right? No, that's 7 o'clock your time.
Yeah, 7 o'clock my time.
That would be 6 o'clock our time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do it. We'll get out of this one, and then we'll do it again next week.
You talked us into it.
Okay, all right, because we got to get this interview in, man. I got to get you guys.
You're gonna get us, brother, next week.
All right.
6 o'clock our time.
All right, no problem. All right.
Okay.
Good evening.
And thanks for your patience and understanding.
No problem. We'll get you.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Ciao, baby.
All right. We had a tough time tonight. I mean, we're gonna have to, man, I thank you for guys for being patient, man. This we just couldn't make it work tonight, man. I'm gonna get on there with Ilanga and we're gonna work on, what the network and get this thing together, and we will be back next week the same time. We're gonna just allow this show because this was crazy tonight. Technology is crazy. But I want to thank you for getting on, man. I'm sorry for wasting your time, man, because I wanted this interview with Mr. Howard and Mr. Ilanga, man. So same time next week, right? Happy Thanksgiving, right? 7 o'clock next week, next Sunday. I look forward to it. We're going to sign off now.
We really hope you enjoyed this episode of Lowe's More, the Blueprint Podcast. Stay connected and follow us at our website, www.lowesmore.com. That's LOWESMOORE.com. You can also join the discussion on Twitter at Lowe's More and on Facebook at Lowe's More Jr. As always, thank you for pushing your mindset towards a better reality. This concludes the most thought-provoking portion of your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this podcast to stay fully up to date with everything we're up to. Until next time, be kind to yourself and each other.
What they teaching is a joke. I ain't buying it like I'm broke. Insufficient funds for insignificant.